Hey Coyotes, thanks for tuning into this week's Cmstv. We start off our show with a story about Microsoft and how it's still one of the popular choices for millions of Americans.
We'll check in with a few students as they offer their interpretation of what swag is, share with you some sad moment for the Oceanside Pier, and take a look at this week's retro video. I'm Dylan Tinley.
And I'm Olivia Carney, and Cmstv starts now. The California Young Reader Medal Voting Party is Monday, March 26th. It will be held during lunchtime in the library. Students who have read all 3 of the nominated titles are invited to attend. Please bring your lunch. Dessert will be served. Curious how Microsoft got started? Here is Adrian De Luna with a brief history of Microsoft's climb to power.
Go! Thanks, guys. Now, the last time you guys heard from me, I told you about Apple. But today, I'm here to tell you about Microsoft. That's right, Microsoft. Microsoft was founded in 1975 by Bill Gates and Paul Allen. From 1975 to 1981, Microsoft was beginning small, creating a computer every now and then. In 1980, Microsoft came up with a new operating system. They called the system MS-DOS. 3 years later, Microsoft announced the creation of Windows 1.0, but unfortunately, the Windows 1.0 was finally developed 2 years after the initial announcement. Windows 1.0 was so effective that in 1987, Windows 2.0 was created. Windows 2.0 was even more created, so Microsoft created Windows 3.0. In 1995, Microsoft created Windows 95, which sold a record-setting 7 million copies in its first 5 weeks of sale. This version of Windows was available in 12 different languages. That same year, the first version of the Internet Explorer was released. Windows versions just kept coming and coming. Why? Because in 2001, Windows XP was released. Because of Windows, about 1 billion PCs have been shipped around the world. Windows Vista has the strongest security system yet. It had so many new adjustments. Adjustments include watching television, view and send photographs, and edit videos. And as you all know, Windows 7. But still, work is in progress to create the next versions of Windows. Tune in 2 weeks to see Windows versus Apple. Which is better? This is Adrian De Luna reporting for CMSTV. Now back to the anchors.
Coyote Cavern Productions presents Fiddler on the Roof, March 29th to March 31st, 7 p.m., April 1st, 2 p.m., Coyote Cavern. Tickets will be sold at $8 per person. Tickets will be on sale after school on March 15th, 16th, 22nd, and 23rd. Calvert Hills has done a great job this year recycling paper cans and plastic bottles. Keep up the great effort. Please help us to keep the trash out of the recycling bins, though. Plastic wrappers, pencils, and other trash should go in the trash cans, not recycling bins. Also, if you have a plastic bottle that still has liquid in it, please make sure the cap is on tight before you recycle it. Thanks for your help. 2 things in Oceanside have always been a popular attraction: fishing and taking a stroll to Ruby's restaurant at the end of the pier. Unfortunately, the iconic Ruby's may be closing in the near future. Here's Jacob Flacco with the details of how could be a sad day in history for hamburger and shake lovers.
The Oceanside Pier is one of the best and main attractions of Oceanside. There's fishing and socializing and just having a plain good time. It is also home to one of the best restaurants in Oceanside, Ruby's, where you can sit on the water, enjoy the view, and get something to eat. But there has been many rumors that Ruby's might close down. So we talked to students about what they liked about Ruby's and what they thought about it closing down.
Ruby's on the pier is that it's on the pier so I can enjoy the view while eating food. I also like how while I'm waiting I can go fish because I love to fish.
My favorite thing about Ruby's is the view and their root beer floats.
I like the theme of the 60s and 70s diner.
My favorite thing about Ruby's is their burgers and their shakes.
How would you feel if Ruby's on the pier closed down?
I'd be very disappointed because I've been going to Ruby's since I was a little kid, so I don't want to lose it. So save Ruby's.
I'd feel terrible because that's a real cool place that I like to go on the pier. How would you feel if Ruby's on the pier closed down?
I would feel really bad because sometimes I fish on the pier, and when we're done, we go to Ruby's, so that would be really bad.
I'd be disappointed because we're losing a good restaurant.
I'm Jacob Flacco reporting for Cmstv. Now back to the anchors.
There have been many fads in fashion over the years. Disco, punk, rock and roll, just to name a few, but what is all this talk about swag? It is here to stay, and what does it mean? Here's Skylar Beckett with some of our interpretations of what swag is.
Swag is being gangster.
Someone with like a cool style.
Swag is, there's a definition for swag. Swag is stuff we all get.
It's style with an attitude.
I don't know. Maybe it's people with bright, colorful pants.
Maybe a cool color like chartreuse green or something hanging on a chain. That's what swag is to me.
Swag is that cool demeanor that so many of our Calavera kids have.
What does swag look like?
Well, you have to like sag, and then you have to be like,
Swag is stuff that you would get for free, and it's just kind of like bling.
It looks stylish.
Can you demonstrate swag?
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Yeah, man.
Swag.
Sure, a little bit of swag, just kind of having a cool attitude, kicking back.
You like walking?
Yo, dog, this is Isaiah Ramos reporting from Cmstv. Back to the anchors.
Having trouble studying? Some experts say quiet music, preferably classical, is fine if you find it helpful. Experiment to see what works for you. Okay, ready for some retro? Here's this week's retro video. Enjoy.
We asked Calavera students if you like Justin Bieber and what you thought of his movie Never Say Never.
What's your favorite part in the movie?
The hair flip thing. When he was singing Favorite Girl in the Heart. When it shows all his like baby pictures and stuff. Yeah. And then before he goes on stage, it shows you like everything he does. Yeah. And then in like the special features part, it shows him cutting his hair.
Who? Justin Bieber? Is he an actor?
He's a singer and an actor.
I've never heard of him. Was he on American Idol?
No, he just came out with a movie.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it yet.
My favorite part, the hair flip part, because it just shows summation of this gorgeous face, you know?
Hi, I'm Kimberly Lynn, reporting from Cmstv. Now back to the anchors.
Progress reports will be handed out during advisory today. Don't forget to get it from your teacher.
Okay, Coyotes, that's all for this week. Make sure to tune in next week and have a good weekend, Coyotes. Remember, stay classy.